More and more refugees are arriving at Przemysl station in southeastern Poland. There are plenty of children and elderly people, but hardly any men. The Ukrainian government has banned them from leaving, urging them to join the war instead. Sergei Skiba wants to do just that. He's a Ukrainian reservist living in Poland who wants to go back to defend his country. So as the refugees head west, he's trying to go east.
It pains me here. I can't just watch while there's a war in my country. I have to go there. When I watch TV, it pains me here.
There's chaos at the train station. One train just arrived from Lviv in Ukraine. The trip usually lasts 1 hour and 50 minutes. But now it can take more than a day. The train drivers have to keep stopping while repairs are made to the tracks, which have been damaged by the war. People are exhausted, including Anna Aralda from the Lviv region. It's difficult. We're very grateful to the Polish people for helping Ukraine. The queues at passport control are long. This is a European Union external border. In front of the station, volunteers are doing everything they can to help those arriving, offering free transport and accommodation. Most people here are outraged about Putin's war in Ukraine. They want to do anything they can to help and simply show a little human kindness. Oleg is going to drive several people to his home in Krakow, about 3 hours west. There they can stay with him and at a friend's house. The 26-year-old is himself Ukrainian. I've got 2 places free, he says.
My whole family is in Ukraine. Father, mother, my brothers and their wives and children. They all stayed there. They're in Lviv. It's not a good situation, but we're trying to do what we can to help people on this side.
Many Ukrainians here are glad to be out of the country, away from war. But reserve soldier Sergei Skiba remains determined to go to the Ukrainian capital. Back in 2014, he took part in demonstrations on Maidan Square against the pro-Russian government that was in power at the time.
I was at home and I saw 200 students being beaten up by the police. That's how it all began. I felt so bad about that. That's why I joined the revolution, because I felt sorry for my country.
In Krakow, where Oleg has now arrived with his car full of refugees, there's a pro-Ukraine demonstration taking place on the market square. But Oleg is keen to get back on the road to pick up more people from the station at Przemysl. And maybe he too will end up going back to Ukraine.
I think if my brothers take up arms, I will definitely drive over there. I want to stand shoulder to shoulder with them.
The chaos at the border station has not subsided. Reservist Sergei is still hoping to get a train heading east. But there are currently no trains going to the Ukrainian capital, as the city is under fire. His girlfriend, who is at home in the small Polish city of Bydgoszcz, keeps contacting him. She's understandably worried.
She asked me where I was going, what was happening. I told her that there are no trains and so I will wait. She asked me to go back to Bydgoszcz, but I said I couldn't go.
As news comes in that Kyiv is under attack, he says that he will do everything he can to get there so he can help defend the city.